this is something I actually mentioned in my last podcast. It was about Tj Dillashaw. Now, he is someone who I think I saw a few posts from other mixed martial arts fighters who had actually commended him for how he. I can't remember what fight it was for, but he had been commended and been received lots of praise for how he prepared for a particular fight, how he made weight so quickly. I think he had to shred down to a particular weight class, and of course, eventually, after that, it was found that he was caught out in a drugs test. He tested positive for a banned substance. Turned out that he was cheating by using PEDs. But recently, I think is it about a week ago, he came out saying he wants to have a shot at the title fight. Now, my friend Charlie, that I talk about a lot in my YouTube videos, about mixed martial arts, excuse me, he said that basically this guy is a sore loser, and he's a good fighter, but he's a sore loser. And what's more, as I've said, he has tested positive for PEDs. And when he came out and said he wants a shot at a title fight, some other members of the mixed martial arts community, some other current performing, competing athletes, they disagree with him being given the opportunity if that should ever come to pass. Now, one athlete called Aljamain Sterling, who I've not really heard of before, but I think by looking at a particular thumbnail, by looking at his Instagram account, he's I think the main picture he has there is of him holding the Jamaican flag. So I'm assuming he's a Jamaican fighter. He said word for word, when you cheat your entire UFC career and comfortably sit out for 2 years with millions that you've won from cheating, I think two things. Tj Dillashaw is, number one, in need of another paycheck and ready to take to take a sourceless ass kicking for it. And number two, he discovered another workaround in 2 years. Now, this does, in my eyes, it does echo the issues surrounding the Jon Jones controversy in his own case, because after Khabib won his last fight with Justin Gaethje with his undefeated record of 29-0, he was made the number one pound for pound, the GOAT, the GOAT, greatest of all time. And I remember Jon Jones' tweets. There was one tweet he particularly posted saying that the sort of blah 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 so and so. Well, I'd like to be given the same opportunity as well, because it seems that these days, and he's referring to Khabib, it seems like Khabib just asked for what he was given. We can just ask for things now. So he wants to be made the number. He wants to be made the number one. He wants to be made the number one greatest of all time. Again, after it was given to Khabib, as in his eyes, it was almost like handed to Khabib. But another MMA fighter, MMA veteran came out and what this was actually after Jon Jones said online on Twitter, after he posted the last video I just talked about, he said, well, AKA must hate me right now. And then Josh Thompson came out saying, well, no, we don't hate you. We just hate the fact that you wasted that God-given talent that you have, wasting time just fooling around with PEDs. And, many people did come out and say, well, it's kind of strange that how he can be called a champion, whereby he's cheated and he has an unclean record. So, that isn't really fair on other people who have been doing things the right way, the proper way, making weight, cutting weight, going up in weight, going down whichever way, training, preparing, working hard, and to so you can fight and compete and to succeed. If you've used steroids in the past in order to compete and win and gradually build up your resume, your career, and all those achievements, and to reach champion or to reach a greatest of all time status, but you basically done so with unclean hands, then it really isn't fair. What sort of messages does that send out to people? It's just really wrong.